And so, y'all, I've been wanting to start this altered book, right? And I just never got a chance to really start it. Like I never did. But I have this book and I'm kind of like, you need to find another book. And I keep on saying that and keep saying it and keep saying it because I had one book, right? And it was a black book. And I was like, I can't do that one. Then I just found this one, and this is another one. I just this one not too long ago from the book fair at school, but I'm gonna just use this one, right? I'm gonna just use this one, and I'm not gonna think about it because I have another big book, and I can't put my eyes on it right now. Let me look right here. Maybe I'll change it. I don't want to start this video over because the book I had, I already changed. And then I started looking at this and I was thinking, this is just a children's read, right? And not that it's meaningless, I just wasn't sure. And it's like, I don't even know where the other book is. I already started taking pages out of it. Hello there. And I got it from the Dollar Tree. And so did I get this other book. Let me stand up and see if I'm understanding where that one book is that I started taking pages out of. I hate when I start this video and then it be like this. Let me take the phone out the tripod and just let y'all walk over here to the books with me, okay? Because I have all of these books like this. I have all of this, okay? And I was looking. I gotta keep these little pillow color things in here because my cats like to lay in these things, okay? And I had this book and I was going to use this. I got this at the Dollar Tree, okay, a couple months ago. I got this. It was a Dollar Tree book, $1.25. But I was like, I can't use this because, I couldn't make myself use that. I didn't even know. I said, maybe I'll send it to the thrift store and somebody else will buy it and use it and think it's great and wonderful or read it or something like that. I'm not getting ready to read it. I didn't buy it to read it. But I do have another book. And I was trying to see where that book is right now because this is wasting my time. I found this book. You see this book? This book is huge. I found this book one day going to the bus stop on my way to work. I said, who would leave a big book outside like this? This is huge and wonderful. So I had this for about 2 years. It's a medical dictionary. But I said, I'm picking this up. It was a little bit wet from rain, and I picked it up off the wall and took it to work, and I still got it. So it'll be in some of these journals. That's what I got it for. But, y'all, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for, look at these. I didn't even see these over there. I'm looking for, okay, another kind of book that I already started. I don't want to move this stuff. I got y'all. Do y'all see all this stuff I have? I have all this stuff, all of this stuff, and I don't want to move any of it because it's heavy and it's a lot. All right, let's see. That little book that I also got at the Dollar Tree. I don't see it. It is a book like this, hardcover, and about this size. And that's why I wasn't even coming over here, because it's not over here. Oh boy, that's why. Then I'm trying to move this with one hand. Oh, just heavy, just books, okay? I don't even know where that book is right now. I'm so mad about this. I shouldn't have even came over here looking. It's not in here. And then I'll find it somewhere because I've been pulling pages from it. So is it under the table, child? Because I can't tell. I got all these books in crates everywhere because you can't have too many books because you got to pull this stuff. I'm looking for that book. And you can't keep pulling the same thing. But I guess people do. Ain't nobody reading it. But if you intend on selling your journals, then you get repeat customers. That's my thinking. That's why I got all this stuff. Not to mention that I've had a lot of it from a long time. Well, I can't find the book, so forget it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go with what I have, okay? This is what I have right here, but I gave it a try. I tried to find something else. Now I wasted 4 minutes. Okay? But, all right. So, my point is I want to try an altered book. Okay? Hello there. How are you, R&J? How are you? Thank you for saying hello. All right. Now, as I was looking this morning, early this morning, before 7 a.m., I was looking and I saw something I hadn't thought about or seen before. Like when these books are bound, we know that these first pages like this go together. But what I did not understand is so does the back page. The back page that goes with this one. Not this one, but this, okay? But then when you look at this up close right here, you can see all of those little indentations. Those indentations mean separate signatures. I didn't know that. So when you pull it away from the spine a little bit, not too much because you don't want to break it, but you see this one is already broken. I didn't break it. It was just like that, okay? Now, but when you pull it, you can see if you start to separate and pull it up close, you can see where signature separates. Don't mind the paint that's on my finger from earlier. Let me see where it's at because I got to look. I did that. I was like, oh, that is so cool. So this will be the end of one right there. And then they go into, so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 7 signatures here. So what they do is they separate pages so that you have page room to bulk if you're going to be adding stuff, which I will be adding. But here's the thing, for mine, I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. They said the reason why you want to keep this page intact, right? The first 2 pages, which is this and this, is because this one goes with that and this one starts the front of the signature. So then you have to find the back of every signature so that, because the paper is a wraparound, so to speak, okay? So now this looks like, maybe one more. Yeah, that looks like one signature. And I guess you can tell because it's glue right there. See that? See how that ripped out together? I didn't even do nothing. It's just right there like that. Okay, so now my problem is going to come in because they said if you take out the first one, then this one will fall apart, at the back or something. I don't really know. But when I started looking at this book, I looked at the fact that I wanted all these numbers. I want these numbers. So that means I got to figure out what I'm going to do to get these numbers. And right now, it's going to be this. And somebody might say, well, golly, did we have to watch you cut all the numbers out? Well, I'm not going to take as long as you think because, some of them I'm just going to take the paper out. Like this one is part of that signature that seems like it's coming out because you do have to take out some pages. And I just thought, okay, let me take the first one because that's number 1. And that's how that's going to be. Now this, I might not take the whole page. I might just take half of it, okay? Like this. Because this is how you alter a book, right? You do what you want to do in it. And then that becomes the thing. All right, so 4 is on this side. I don't know if that's going to mess up a signature or not. I don't know. I can't be certain. And I also can't be concerned, really, because my thing is if it's glued in, you can glue it back in. And that's how I feel about it. So I'm just going to get these numbers because these numbers are cool for something else, right? Let's cut this one like we did number 1. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. This is what alter book means. It means how are you going to take the book apart and repurpose it some kind of way. So that's 7, and 6 is also here. So I have to figure out what we're going to do with 6. So this is going to become 6 over here, like this, for me, so I can have that number. I'm going to have to go ahead and do something with the other side of the page. All right, and then this pen thing becomes a problem. 6 is on that side, like that. And now those are glued together, and I will be using this craft knife now to come close and lift this up. It took up another one. It's okay. We'll take them both. We'll take all 3 of them. It's fine. We'll glue these down in here. It's okay. It's fine. We'll take them all. And we will add to the book. And we still can use this later. It's fine. We're going to get number 6. That's what we want. That was the goal, to get number 6. And the pages that we have that are free, we can add them in somewhere else later. You still can use it, right? So it just keep going. Get all of the numbers, because these numbers become something else later. Okay, let's see if we can do that again. Somebody say you're going to cut again. I am. I'm just not going to press as hard. See, I did that and it didn't take the next one out. Well, what you going to do with this? I saw somebody glue it down, but you also can wait and glue it to another page. Like, you can take a page. When you're getting in here, you can take a page like this, right? That's there. And just say, this is the one I glued. Just say I want to rip this and glue it in upside down. You can do that right there. Take a piece of this one too. You can glue it in upside down right there. But it don't have to be this page. So you can do whatever. So we just going to keep getting our numbers first, because that's what we're trying to focus on. Where is my pen? Because that's a problem when you don't know where that's at. Because then this thing will dry up and you won't be able to squeeze it out. And while I can't locate it, we'll just get another one out this pen cushion and set that in there until we find it, okay? Oh, the 8's trying to be on one side. It's okay, though. Your name is Lou, and you go too. So let's just cut you gently. Gently, gently. Okay. So how y'all doing? I mean, how's everybody? Okay? Doing all right? Okay. I hope that you are. Uh, let's tear this one on the angle. It's not all the way on the angle, but you can add something else to it. Okay. And let's tear this one on the angle. Okay. I don't know how my book gonna turn out, but I think it'll be okay. I think it will. How do we want to do this? I was thinking about a frame just now. I was thinking about just go this way, go this way. Go this way. and take this out. Like that. See? Can do whatever. And then what we're going to do with this one, here's my pen that I was looking for. Doesn't matter which one. This one I've just been using for a long time. Can we use it? Let's see. We can't see it so well. We see better with our finger up against it so we can not stick our finger. And then that's why I bought those extra pens, because we need to, let me have this whole page. And let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's take this one out. And then, let's see. I've been wanting to do this. I just didn't really know when. Let's see if we can do what we was trying to do before. When we was trying to cut this out gently, lift it up out of the book, but glue this part down. Let's see if we can do that right here. Because we press too hard, this paper is kind of brittle. Not brittle, but it feels like it. It feels like it's old. Like it, you know what I mean? It just went through real easy. So, we don't know. We don't know, but, it's okay. We just try to figure out if we can do a thing. So we glued that together because we do have to glue some pages. And then we're going to cut. And get our metal ruler. Will help us to tear it without making it not so straight. Like that. Okay? That thing said to do, eat pizza. Okay. So now we have some pages pulled out. And I've been watching this series of Altered Book. And I've been thinking, I want to do one. And let's get this another frame. I was like, girl, do you know how to do one? No, I don't know how to do it. But maybe whoever started this didn't know how to do it either. But they came up with something. And now they're doing it. And I had to practice what I was told when I first started looking at this stuff. No rules. There are no rules to junk journaling. It's like whatever makes you happy, do that. And somebody else might look at what you've done and like it and do it too. And so it's like, okay. Oh, I like that. That's a to do, nothing but win. Okay. To do, nothing but win. See how that came together like that? Maybe because that's the end of a signature. I don't know. If that came out like that, maybe that's the beginning of another signature. Who knows? I don't know. Is my whole book going to fall apart? If it does, then I'll just put it back in. I know how to put it back in. I know how to do that. I learned that from Natasha on Treasure Books. That's the first person I watched take a book apart. I said, oh, that looked kind of easy. Why didn't you tell me you took the wrong part of the paper out? Y'all didn't tell me. You were supposed to tell me. This is a live video. That means you can interact and you can say something. Hello, you took the wrong page out, the wrong part of the page. Nobody said anything. But it's okay because I went back and I found out. that I took the wrong part, and it's okay. We're getting it back in here. Okay, now, that's okay like that. And then what's this going to be? I don't know. Just glue it down right here. It was torn. Came off with the other thing. And now we got that. Now that we've taken out all the numbers, because those numbers are cool. We might use some of them in here, but I doubt it. So it's 16 chapters, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Just making sure I didn't skip any. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we got that, and that part is done because that's what I wanted. I wanted to get those big, lovely numbers. Okay, and then we can go back up here and we can take some more pages out. Okay, because we have to do that. You have to take some pages out. You have to glue some down and you have to take some out. So now in here, we're going to keep this there and we'll probably glue this to this so that it can have that kind of strength to that page. So you only need glue stick to do that. And then fold this over because you can do lovely things here, right? And then this one starts your signature, as they said. So then we will alter this by putting something here. And then this one, I'll add a page in here. Okay, we'll add something in here. So let's see what we want to add. Did we want to add? I don't want to add yet. I want to glue some pages together. We'll add something, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we'll glue these. And then we'll take the next page out. All right. Okay, because I've not done this before. But I did watch somebody who's done it before. So that's 2, and we'll take this out. And we'll take this out. Okay, and they said, don't worry about this. Okay, Meg said, don't worry about this. Because when I put something in here, I can cover this part up. So, okay. I've been watching a couple people for a couple days, and that's what I did. So we got that, and it's cut through, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It's only paper. When we put the washi tape and inserts and all of that in there, it's going to be fine. Let's glue. Let's glue this one. Okay. Some people be taking out a whole lot of pages, and I be saying, how you know which ones you're going, need or something like that. But I guess they got it down to a science. I don't. I'm just trying right here, right now. Okay. All right, now. We'll keep these. Let's take these. That's 2. I ain't checking signatures. I'm just going right in and take some pages out. That's all I'm going to do, because I don't know. That's how it looks so far. Okay. Then you got some room to add stuff to it and come back and do something. Come together with an idea. You'll know what you're going to want to put in here. All right, let's see. Where's the last page I glued? These 2. That's 2. Let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. None of them counting. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's glue this. Glue some of these down. Add some strength, right? You don't know. I might be painting in this book. Definitely going to be painting in here. Definitely going to be drawing and painting and putting stuff in here. It's going to be mixed media, if that's what they call it, okay? Not sure if that's what they call this kind of thing, but I think it's mixed when you're putting all these things together, okay? All right, so now this is a nice little letter. I want to keep that, so I'll glue this one. It's a nice little cursive kind of font. So we'll keep that one instead of gluing that down. Glue this side down. Keep that. That's kind of nice. All right, let's take about 3 pages out of here. Okay. I know somebody probably like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. Somebody is watching. I got 22 people watching me tear this book up. What am I doing? I am altering a book, and I'm thinking of how I want to use this book. This one I'm going to glue. Let's glue it like this and make it a pocket. So we're only going to glue here and here and make it a pocket. Okay. And because I want to make it a pocket, I'm going to make one over here too. And then something can cross the whole book in the middle. Or you can just have some things that cross. Okay. And then these two will be pockets. And I will run some ink on here just so I can know when I get back to it that that's what I'm doing here. I want to make these pockets. Okay. All right. All right, and then I'm going to paper clip them so that I know they're not matched in the evenness of it, but it's okay. It's fine. All right, then we'll keep going. Let's put our pen in here before we have an issue that we don't want. Okay. And let's see. We got that. We got glue. 1, 2, 3. Somebody said take it out in 3s. Pamphlet it, right? This is a half page, so that's good. That's a half page. Let's make this one a half page too. Let's match this here. And like that. So that this is half over there and that's half over here. And take this one out. And so now it'll be like this, but that's one page and that's one page, but it's on opposite sides, okay? All right, so then we can add something to either one. So this is like down, that's up. Let me write a pencil marking on here. Down, and this is up. up because I've never done this before. This page, I'm gonna say this page because I can erase this. And this is next page. Okay? Because I've not done this before. I'm doing this tonight because I just want to get started on this. And I'm so grateful that y'all watching me. 24 people, and now it's down to 22. And so we got this page, and maybe we'll do that here. Let me see. How I gotta make sure. All right, so go thin here and wide up there. Let's see. Thin here, right? And wide, yeah, and wide up here. Like this. Is my mind telling me this. Okay, but this is the piece I'm taking out. Like this. So it had that broken page effect, okay? All right, let's take this piece out of here. We gotta take a little teeny piece of this. Now, is that gonna hang out with us long? I don't know if it will, but what I'm going to do is strengthen it right here so that it will hang out with us long because it's just at the top. And so I need something else to hold on to stay, okay? To stay with us. Okay, and now, what can we do here? What do we like here? We don't know. We might leave that as a window and put something inside of it. It's two different pages. We could put something in here. Maybe we'll do that on this side too. Let's see. Maybe on this side, we can leave that wide up there. Take this one, right? All right, take this one. Am I right? I think I am. It's hard to think about this stuff. You don't know how to do it. All right, and then, so we already got the bottom, so we got to take the bottom out. Okay, like that. Then we have it like this. Yes. And then we come back up here again, take some more of this out up here. And then we go and we strengthen this side so it can hang on to something. Okay. And then once it goes over here, press it down so it can stay. Okay, so we got two of them, okay? This one is hanging out with that page, and this one is hanging out with this page, and we're not sure what we're going to do with none of it when it comes together, okay? Well, no, because this is over here, and this is up here like this, okay? It's looking pretty cool. Almost look like we don't need this piece, but we might find something to add to it. Tear something to put, okay? So leave it right there. Okay, let's take two of these out. We ain't found another one of those letters yet. Okay, so we got these two. Should we take them or glue them? Let's see. Maybe we should take them. Oh, no, we need that. We need this. Here. Let's glue these. Because we have something that we already tore out over there coming up. So let's glue this. Over here. Okay. And then we have that, this. Let me see how we look. It's how we look now. And it's okay that it's wrinkled. It's all right. We're going to press it out. It'll be fine later. Okay. We just glued these two. No, it's not glued. That's a frame. We're going to put something on that. Let me see. Let's take these two. Let's see. Can we get this? Let me see what's in there. I feel like it came out of a signature. That's what it feels like. Okay. All right, let's glue these. Okay. Let's glue it. Glue it, glue it. Okay. Then we put this on here. Okay. Then we can come this way and we can maybe take 1, 2. Do we want 3? 1? No, let's just take 2. Okay. Then we'll keep that. Let's glue this one down. Over here. Gotta make sure we got enough glue on them edges and things. It's a nice letter page here. Not really letter, but it's like discussion. Took that number off of there. That's cool. Good. All right, let's take this and let's leave that because it's a little font like that we like, something like that. Let's take that. Let's take half of this. Let's put it this way. I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I want to take it out because it's talking about tacos and food and all that stuff. I was reading it while I was folding it. It's a window. Let's keep it. We'll keep it. Let's see over here what we got. We need this. So we glued that back in, and that was a torn page. Let's finish gluing this one down because this one was one that tore when I took the number out. And I glued it back in. So let's just glue this whole thing down. Okay? We'll come back and straighten all this out and it'll be fine. Okay, now what about this? Let's take, how many left? Only 2 left. All right, let's take these 2. All right, good. Now we got all of that. Now, what I saw somebody do was take all of this out and put it back in. But let me look at mine, what it looks like. It's kind of like it's not that many out of the back. And maybe like I got more in the front that I didn't take out. Because I got a couple glued in here in the front. Because it's the front, right? Let me take one, maybe. Let me see. That's glued. That's not. This is not. That's glued. That's a half. That's not. That's not. That's not. This is glued. That's not. That's not. That's not. That's not. This is not. That's half. Let's take this one. All right. So I want to take mine out. I want to expand my spine a little bit. So let me do that, I think. I think I want to do that. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to keep this page. It doesn't really matter. This doesn't really matter. I mean, it does because they said it did. And I want to keep this on here. So I'm going to cut this right here. Let me get these papers. Put this over here. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay. So, to take it out this, mine is already torn, right? So you can see it's torn right there. Can you see it? Right there, it's torn. Okay? It's already compromised. So, I can gently remove it by just going slow with this knife. Hold one side down while I'm pulling this side. And then I can loose this side of it. All right, so now I got that a little bit. Now let's do it this way. This way, I need to keep both of these. It's not going to come out that easily because it's still this page attached. And I got to cut through it either way because that white page is still there. Okay, and sticky. Then we come this way. And we have to take this one. Hold on. Not that. Hold on. Hold on. And go this way. You have to cut through that white piece or else you're not going to get it out because the end page is still attached. So now you got all this gluey piece. It's just one whole piece. So now to expand the spine, you got to take this piece off. So let me get my board because I don't want to cut my table. All right. And then I'm going to keep the same book. And just like that, I took that out of there. And still cut the original paper, right? Because it's still attached. But you can glue that back in after you put a new spine on there. Not this. So I will mark this and say back. You don't need to mark front because you already know it's only a front and a back, right? And this spine here is only, you can't count the fold. It's like from here, it's like a half an inch spine. But we're going to get us a spine that's a little bit wider than that. Okay? Let's get us something to reinforce. Let me see. What can I use? Maybe this might be long enough. It might be. Let's see. It is not. It's a, let me see. No, because it's got a fold in it. Wait a minute. All right. Let me get a cereal box. All right. A cereal box will do it. Okay. And then we will make us a spine out of this. Like this. We will come here and we will make us a spine by lining this up with the lines so we can know how tall it needs to be. And marking it. Right there. And then we will say we want to have it put this at a line. And then, so that is 1 inch. And we want to go to the next half. So I'm going to put mine about not all the way to the half. So let's see. This, and then that's 1 inch. And then I want half of that. So then half of that is about right here. So I'm going to mark that right there. Okay. And then we're going to cut to that. Like this. Let me turn it sideways so I can use a line. We gotta try and get it as straight as we can. This is not to a line. So I'll put this here and then here. Measuring is always a challenge for those who can't measure. But if you take your time, it comes out all right sometimes. Sometimes you gotta play around with it. And using this knife, you go slow against that ruler and just press hard so it can go deep, but you go slow because you don't want it to jump off here onto here and cut there, okay? That's what you don't want. That's a problem. And then simply got to go across here, which would be about right here. The same deal. And this line is up a little bit, so I'm going up a little bit. Same deal. Slow against the blade, against the ruler with the blade. And just cut deep. And that's it. So we got that. And this is what we have for our spine. And we got to cut all of this crazy off. That is, a little bit rough edge from the cereal box, if we can get it, because we want to be careful all the time. All the time. So that's got a little bit of, you see how it is. It's just from the pre-packaging. So just get that off of there a little bit. Line this up with this book. And then you'll see if you're pretty much good with that. I can hardly tell because it's black and it's black. So we're just a little bit longer, just a teeny bit. So we'll cut a little teeny bit off, just a little bit like that. Let me see. This side looks more intact than this side is peeling back a little bit. So let me just take a little bit off of this end. And then we'll try it again and see if that's good. All right, so right to the edge. And still can take a little teeny bit more off. So now we'll go up here and take a little bit off of that edge. Little teeny bit. It is a little teeny bit indeed. Let me take just a smidge more. All right. Now let's try it one more time. To there. And to there. Perfect. Okay. So now we need another piece. We need another piece to match this. One more piece. And sometimes I don't even use another piece of cardboard. I use a piece of cardstock paper because this might be, let me see, do I have a piece on my desk? Because sometimes it makes it too thick. Although it's going to be fine, sometimes it makes the spine too thick. But I don't have to sew this, so that's why it's not that big of an issue. But I do keep cardstock up here for that purpose. Let me see, I'm checking. This is just manila paper, so it's okay. But if I had to sew it, I wouldn't use a second piece of of this cardboard, which they call like chipboard. I wouldn't use that because it's hard to sew through real thick like that. So that's good right there. And we're going to cut this. And that's going to be our new spine. Okay? All right. So right here. And then right there. Okay. Now we got our new spine pieces. And they are perfect except this little edging again from the manufacturing part of the box. And this little piece too. It's like a crease. All right, and so then all you gotta do is back these together, but I'm not going to put it on the glossy because sometimes that glossy take too much. But if you have one of these, it'll help you out, which is a sanding block. It takes some of this gloss off and it'll help your glue to stick better like it was on there. Okay, so now I'm going to use this glue. I'm not going to use that one because this will be taking all day to run down. Why are you saving it? Because when I'm off camera, I can just let it run down because I'm not in a hurry. But when I'm on camera, I got to use this new one, right? What is it? Type Bond Original Wood Glue. And this works really good on cardboard. And so I always buy this if I can get it open, okay? Meanwhile, I'm letting this one run down. Meanwhile, because that's the thing with this glue. You can't just use this piece, although they made it that way, because if you look at this, you can see all of that hard caked up glue in there. You can't even lift the spout no more. So I never do that, which is why this plastic is on here, because I just can take this off. See how that gets? It's so much more convenient to do it this way because it's just a problem, as you can see, that because I keep opening it from this top. I'm letting it drain, but I keep opening from this top, and sometimes it get all crusted and hard to open. But I try to keep wiping it to make sure it don't get all stuck and crazy. But you see, it was hard to open. It's not there. It's right here. All this stuff. So meanwhile, we're getting a little bit of this to put here, and I should be using my glue paper. Where's my page that I glue on? It's right here. Because I don't want that stuff to be on my on my cutting board. And now there's glue in there, and I gotta go and make sure I rinse that out, because if I don't, you see what I just had to deal with. Let's get this right out of here like this. I use this glue all the time to fix boxes when they break. I got a lot of things packed up in my house still for years. And then when I'm making bags out of this kind of brown paper, that's what I use, this, because it's real fast and it dries quick. So I'm going to set that on there, but not twist it, because I need to rinse it out with some hot water. And then we're going to put these together. And that's going to make our new spine for our book. Okay? And then, while that is settling, I should leave this up here for a second. While that is settling, then we can bring these two back. It's the back, and this is the front. See this little piece right here? It's just extra and don't need to be here. Okay? Let's clip that straight off. And we have this. We have this. But this gotta move because it's not flat and it's not flush. Okay? We can't have that. This is my old board, okay? That's my old one. And I use it to cut on it and do all of that. But this here, we're going to have this here like this. About right there. Okay, and then I'm going to use masking tape. I got some real old masking tape. My hair is real old and real thick, real sticky. All right, we're going to tear some of this, not down like that, but across. Okay, and we're going to put this here. We can get it off our hand. And then put this piece on first. And then we'll get another piece. Every time I tear it, it tears down. And I don't want it to tear down. I get off. That there. This needs another piece. This on here. Okay. Then we need another piece for in here. Okay. Put that in here. Make sure all of that is all together. We don't really need that extra, but it won't hurt it. Then we have that. And that is now the spine of this book. And yes, it looks like it's wider. It definitely is. And it's okay because when we add pages, it will give room to expand and it won't be a whole bunch of like, I don't know what you call it, like tightness, as they said, that's going to wear on the spine. So we'll add some piece of cloth in here or something. We might keep this like this is and just put something here, like a piece of material in here. Like a piece of material. Let me see what I have right here. Let me see. Maybe I would use, let me see what I can put right there, right fast, as a piece of material. I use this so many times in my books, but I might use something else today. Let's see. I have a whole drawer full right here that I brought. Maybe you want to look too. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh, this looks like something pretty. Let me see what this is. This might work. Let's use a piece of that. Oh, it's long. It's very long. Okay, let's go this way. All right, let's see. We could use a piece of this to match this book cover a little bit. This is very pretty. Yeah, that can work. All right, so let's see. We'll get our scissors. These are our shears that we use. And then we can cut a piece of this. I'm on a wider piece. Yeah, wide. Okay, so maybe here. This is even wider. Won't need too wide, but wide enough. Okay. Then we'll cut this. And it's okay if a little bit hangs out, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see about right here. Okay. Put this off to the side. And then we can straighten it up a little bit so it's straighter. Still much wider. And it's okay. I'm going to cut a little piece off this edge here, because I see that there are frays happening on the other side, and I want it to fray on both sides and not just on one side. And if it's not fraying, then you can help it. Let me see. I can't hold it like this. I can't hold it like this. Let me see. You help pull some of the strings out. You can pull them with your hand, but it's faster if you use like a scissor. And then just help to pull some of them out. Even at the bottom. Not very many coming out of the bottom. Okay. Hello there, Andrea. All right, so that's pretty good. So now I drained all of this glue down. This is still that same wood glue. This one's super thick and gooey. It's gooey, gooey, gooey. We're going to use it on here. It will snatch this material real fast. It's not even playing, okay? It's very good glue, but it does dry hard. So if you don't want that, and it will seep through light materials. It will seep through. When it dries, it'll be looking just like this. So you don't want to be using this. It's for wood, cardboard, paper, but not like craft paper. You got to focus on what you're trying to achieve. So I'll let you know that. But for what I'm doing, this will be just fine. Okay, so we'll put this down here like this. Let that hang out. And then don't stretch it too tight. Just kind of pat it in place because you still need it to bend and stretch and play and all of that with your book. Put this on here because I might need it some more. And then just get that bone folder and begin to go in them creases again because you need that to still be able to bend and play. All right? And then that's that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some lacy stuff to this. Maybe like cheesecloth. I got some cheesecloth here. Then I don't have to get up and get no lace. Might have to cut this 2-3 times, but it's okay. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I took it out of the book and because it should have something to hold to. So if you put something for fabric to hold on to, which is the other kind of glue, this is the wood glue one, and then this one is what's in my little bottle like this. And this is all-purpose white glue. Dries fast and clear, right? And then on here it says that it is Barnes wood and paper and fabrics, pottery and more. So I found it to be pretty good for me, for what I do with it. And I can't say it's Fabri-Tac or that it's art glitter glue or any of that. But what I can say is it definitely holds fabric to paper and paper to paper. So this is the way I'm using it. I'm putting this here, and my spine is not very large, right? So I'm just going to make sure that I have enough of this in the middle where the spine is going to live. And then I will go ahead and put the spine in place for the book. Okay. Now, I want that to stay down because I'm about to use it again. Now, this part, I don't need all of this, but my whole pack of cheesecloth is not where I can get it. And this is a piece that I coffee dyed. So I'm just going to dip this in here. It's already sticky. And I'm going to put it on here. Like this. And now it has some extra glue to hold. And then I can trim. I can trim because it don't need all of this. It just needs some. And while this is getting tacky, then this already is holding on with the glue that was on the spine originally and some additional glue that's on here from what I just dipped. Okay? And so now we'll just add a little bit more in here. Just a little bit. And then all of this will stick together to hold this in place. Like that. And that will be inside of there. And I know somebody say, well, that's too much spine. It is. It's too much spine, but I'm going to add pages and it's going to be okay. Because when you add pages in the book, it's going to expand the pages and they will be open like this. And so then you have to come together with how you're going to do that. So now that's how I'm looking at it. Now this is the back of our book. And we're going to lay this down on here again where it was at. We're going to lay it down on there where it was at. And this will be right in here like this. Just like so. And I will put this in here so it can lay on top like so. I'll use some of this. And this is the back. And then this side. Right, it's still not sticking to it yet, but it will be stuck to it because I want all of it to be in place and dry. 'Cause this part you can decorate it or you don't have to. It's okay. I took the whole piece off, so I'm not too worried about, oh, well, I was supposed to, no, because you can just add a piece of white, what you call it, cardstock, or double up some book page that is the same type of manila color to your book and just make that together again and it'll be fine. Let me just get this some more. It's okay. Put all this in here. Give it some more because I'm going to leave this open face flat. Open face flat. And it's going to be here like this. And when you see it again, it will open, fold out, and do all the things a book should do. Okay? All right, so that's going to be the end of this part to the video. Just got the book kind of in place for how we want it. I don't want to put that top on there yet. I'm going to wash it out with some hot water because I don't want it to be sticky. All right, and then that's fine right there. It's just glue. All of it is just glue. It can rub right off. So for all the people that hung out with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For everybody who is going to be checking it out in the replay, I appreciate you too. I just wanted to start an altered book, and I did so. I opened this book and I took out pages. I first captured all of the numbers that were in there, gorgeous numbers. I think gorgeous numbers like this, you know. And I wanted to keep them. So I have them. Then I took out pages and then I ripped pages and I glued pages and I did all those things that you should do when you're trying to alter a book because you want to add different things in your book. You want to paint, you want to draw, you want to do cutouts, you want to do pockets, you want to, do all kinds of pretty things in there. And so it gives you room to do a multiplicity of things, I should say, right? So that you can have fun while you trying to create. And that's where I was with it. So I made a wider spine than what I had originally. And it looks like, well, why would you make a spine that big? Because my hope is that with the pages being altered. See, some of them are cut and loose and all that because I don't know about spines and, I mean, what you call signatures that's glued in and all that. And I don't want to make it a whole mind thing. I know that you can alter it and you can use masking tape, you can use washi tape, you can use glue stick, you can use extra papers like other book pages or field guides or old calendars or coloring book page or magazine page, envelopes. You can use anything you want in your altar journal or altar book. And so while you're doing it, you have time to work out the pages that are, maybe a little, you know, less integral, if you want to say it that way. And just keep going because it's just a book. It's just a book, and you just repurposing it for something else fun and wonderful. And that's all. So we right here and we're not hurting nobody. The book is fine. These books, if nobody uses them, buys them or whatever, even if I write one or you write one, it ends up at the dollar store or in a thrift store, bargain shop, a yard sale, or in the bin somewhere going to a landfill. So, you know, for us who like to, do something different, give it new life, that's where we are with it. We're trying to give it new life. So I have made this my project, my new project, and we'll see what becomes of it. I'm very, very, very hopeful, and I'm very happy that you hung out with me and that you watched with me. That was a blessing, and I think this is the first time that I did a live, and I had so many people watching at one time. 24 and 22 and 25 people watching at one time. Even now, as I'm closing, it's 8 people. And now it's down to 5. I got 3 likes, but that was a blessing that people were here and hung out with me. So I'm going to find my rock that's in my other room and I'm going to set it here, which I'm thinking is so heavy. You probably shouldn't use that because it might just be too heavy and tear the whole spine down because it's so heavy. But I want it to be weighted. And my rock is big, okay? It's big. I got the laundry liquid right here too. That can do it. It's not in there. It's not heavy enough. It's some in there, but it's not heavy enough like what I want. It's not that heavy. So I'm going to put my rock here and yeah, and do that because I don't have, you know, the the glue might do it, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put the glue here. I mean, I got 2 of them. I hope this thing don't stick together, Jesus. Okay, I'm trying to, but it ain't dry yet, so we don't know. So I got 2 of these things. It's brand new, and then I got this one. So that might do it too. So we just leave it right there and everything and just, see what becomes of it when we're ready to start on it the next time we start on it, which could be tomorrow on Friday, or if not, it will be Saturday indeed. Okay, so I will see you guys then, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to come back when it posts, when it's up, right? And leave a comment, because right here I can't see these comments once I end the live. I can see it now, but they don't save these, because if it was 3,000 people watching and I had maybe like, 1,300 comments, they're not going to post all of that. You have to post it after the video. So thank you for watching. Maybe you will subscribe and share and, you know, like the video and all of that. And come back to see, because this is the start. So this is episode 1. Okay, so I will see you guys, if not Friday, on Saturday. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good night. Good evening, Dawn. How are you? And peace and blessings. I'll see y'all soon. Good night.